Welcome back, America. I'm not the only one coming to Florida today. If you look in the bottom of your screen there, you see President Trump's plane arriving in West Palm Beach. He's going to spend the weekend at his Mar-a-Lago home. We'll keep you up to date. If he makes any comments there, we'll break away in a second. But we've got a great guest right now joining us, the Senior Director of Government Affairs for Defending Education, the former Chief of the U.S. Office of Citizenship, Alfonso Aguilar. Alfonso, great to have you on the show.
John, always happy to be with you.
We love everything you're doing. And when I think of you, and I think of the passion that you have for our citizenry, for the culture, for the education, we have a very civics illiterate population right now.
Absolutely.
How'd that happen?
Well, you know, conservatives were not paying attention, sadly, and the left occupied the space. And sadly, the left has co-opted our schools. Teachers have become activists.
Yeah.
That's what they learn in schools of education, in colleges.
Yeah.
Obviously, they have the support of the teacher unions that want to promote a leftist agenda. So when they go to public schools, this is what they want to teach: a culturally Marxist vision of America. Tell kids that our country's bad, is evil, is systemically racist, that the institutions of Western civilization are evil. They follow this oppressed versus oppressor narrative, right? That our institutions marginalize and oppress every single minority group. And this is what our kids are being taught. They co-opted our schools, and they're not only teaching this to kids, they're indoctrinating them, but they're also teaching them to be activists.
Yeah.
That's why we see so many kids, so many Gen Zers going out there and embracing socialism.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that recent, I think it's a Gallup poll from a few months ago. Less than 41% of Gen Zers are very or extremely proud of being American.
Isn't that crazy?
That's a problem.
Yeah.
So the left knows that they can expedite cultural change by capturing, by engaging our youth, and that's exactly what we're doing. So we have to move quickly. So it's great that President Trump is talking about this. He's signed several executive orders to stop the teaching of DEI and other racial identity narratives in schools. But at the end, in terms of curriculum, the leadership has to come at the state level, because states are responsible for education. They have to set the curriculum, and they have to do a better job of ensuring that we go back to teaching civics, that we go back to teaching Western civilization.
And teaching it accurately. That's the other problem. It gets
Absolutely.
hijacked so often. We've got Amanda Head in California. She's at the Marine base. She's going to weigh in with some questions.
Okay.
Amanda?
Yeah, Alfonso, thank you so much for being here. I want to draw on your experience with the Citizenship Office, because, you know, not teaching citizenship and civics in schools is obviously an issue. But for people who come here, this is something that President Trump has talked about with respect to the citizenship test and making it harder so that people have to learn more. And it's not just, you know, memorizing it and then spitting it out, regurgitating it on a test. But there is going to be a bureaucratic blob in his way as he is trying to increase the difficulty of that test. Do you see that being successful, and is that another avenue for increasing civics literacy in this country?
Well, the citizenship test that he's talking about is for prospective citizens, right?
Right.
And as chief of citizenship, I actually developed the naturalization exam, the citizenship exam that prospective citizens have been taking until now. It's not a question of making it harder, but better.
Yeah.
Ensuring that by studying for the test and taking the test, they develop an attachment to America, that they understand the foundational principles of our country. I think the naturalization process actually works in America.
Yeah.
And what the administration is doing is actually improving it, making it more substantive. They're actually keeping 75% of the questions that we were asking.
Wow.
I don't think they're making it harder. I just think they're making it better. We want to ensure that people, it can't be an SAT for citizenship.
That's right.
You know, we're receiving immigrants from you know, different countries with different educational backgrounds. As long as they study, and they should be able to pass it. But the important thing is to use the test to encourage assimilation and love of country. But that's what we're doing for prospective citizens, for immigrants. We should at least be doing that for our own citizens. However, schools are now teaching ethnic studies, and we just came out, our organization Defending Education, with a report about ethnic studies.
Yeah.
And they're using this program to promote this oppressor, oppressed narrative.
CRT and another name, right?
CRT, BLM, creating curriculum, school lessons to say that our country's racist, develop resources to teach or for teachers so they can teach about queer studies, implement queer pedagogy, equitable grading, things like that are really strange. But this is exactly what they're doing, and and they're spending a lot of money. In our report on ethnic studies, we reviewed 55 school districts.
Wow.
And in those 55 school districts, they spend over $17 million on ethnic studies that, again, teach you how to hate America because they say that America is inherently racist. Out of that 17 million, 10 million came from federal funding.
Wow.
So that's only 55 school districts.
That's amazing. If you're a parent listening or you're a parent walking around here, should you be asking about the ethnic studies program in your school district right now?
Oh, absolutely. So I would encourage them to
Ground
go to our
zero.
website, defendinged.org, so they can see this report. We also have an indoctrination tracker. They can find out through that tracker in their district what their policies are on DEI, on ethnic studies, and a number of things.
Wow, that's an amazing thing. What an amazing resource that you've created. It's really remarkable.
Well, I think parents need to be involved and learn what's going on. We need to strengthen parental rights, and this is something that the Trump administration is doing an amazing job in terms of restoring an understanding of what the term sex means in terms of Title IX. It's biological sex, men and women, and the Department of Education is actually taking action to investigate school districts and schools that are allowing men into girl spaces and girl sports, and they're investigating them and actually starting to cut funding to those schools. So the administration is doing a great job to ensure that
there's consequences for not following the law finally.
Oh, absolutely.
How about that?
And they're doing something to protect their girls.
Yeah, that's so important. Well, you do so much to serve your country, and now with the group you're doing, just give everybody one more time the URL, because you've got a lot of great resources there.
Yeah, it's defendinged.org, and I think they're going to find a lot of resources that can be very helpful.
I can't wait. Everyone should go there. Alfonso, great honor to have you on the show today, my friend. Thanks
Thank
for
you.
joining us
Thank you
here.
so much, John.
Such a great venue, too. All right, folks, you saw President Trump has landed at Mar-a-Lago. He'll be heading over to his home. We're going to take a quick commercial break. When we come back, time for our weekly Just the News health update. We'll have that in just a few minutes. Hey folks, did you know that by the time the average person hits 60 years old, they've lost and regained several hundred pounds? Doctors call it weight cycling, and half of Americans do it. If you do it enough, you are at risk of diabetes, liver damage, heart attack, even a stroke. Bottom line, most people need help to stop weight cycling, and I have a great way for you to do it. Non-prescription Lean was created by doctors. Lean is an oral supplement, and the science is impressive. Its studied ingredients also target weight loss in 3 powerful ways. Lean helps maintain healthy blood sugar, it helps control appetite and cravings, and it helps burn fat by converting it to energy, and burning fat helps keep the weight off. If you want to lose meaningful weight at a healthy pace and keep it off, add Lean to your diet and exercise lifestyle. Get 20% off when you enter the code JUSTNEWS at takelean.com. That's code JUSTNEWS at takelean.com.